Welcome back to Southwest Yard and Garden. I'm Curtis Smith. I'm in Alcalde at the NMSU Agricultural Science Center where there's some apple research going on. Now, a lot of people know you can grow apples in New Mexico, but they tend to think of them as wormy apples and a lot of trouble. Dr. Walser here is doing some research, and he's going to have a lot of suggestions for us and ways that we can improve our gardening of apples.
It's good to be here again. This is a variety trial here and a trellising versus freestanding trial that Apple Commission and New Mexico State University put in 1996. So it's, I guess, the sixth year, and last year they had a few apples. This year have a fairly decent crop on most of our varieties. We were particularly looking at early varieties that will come on. In fact, we've been picking for a while now, and we want some that'll start maybe around the first part of August and then carry on through until October. But we were looking at some of those early new varieties, and a lot of them look very, very interesting.
They look pretty right here.
Yeah, this is the one called Molly's Delicious, which is an early delicious type. It's not related to Red Delicious, but it looks quite a bit like it. Very sweet apple. But the one that we're harvesting, we have harvested recently, was Gala. That's, of course, an excellent eating apple that has a lot of potential here. We can grow some excellent Galas here in this area. One interesting thing that we were doing here was a study on trellising versus freestanding.
This one shows the need for it, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is a freestanding tree here. These are on a semi-dwarf rootstock, a Mulling 7. And for trellising, I'd probably gone to maybe a smaller one, a full dwarf rootstock. But freestanding, we have a pole there to support them, but this one here came loose from the pole and it's ready to fall over.
Just with the weight of the apples
Just
on
the
it.
weight of the apples.
And just over here, we've got some we'll see in a few minutes.
Yeah,
They're trellised and they're standing straight.
Yeah, they look good. And also it looks like the trellised ones will start producing a year earlier than the freestanding because we position the limbs out vertically.
Oh, and horizontal limbs will bear earlier.
Will bear earlier
That's
than
right.
Limbs that are upright. And you can spread these out like we've done in the past and help them out. But that's not bad for a 6-year-old tree.
That's a lot of apples.
They're coming on pretty good now.
And I noticed you've got some silver trees here.
Yeah, we have some that are coated with a clay product. It's called Surround.
Okay.
A kaolin clay that we're using it to control insects and also to control sunburn.
New Mexico has a lot of sunburn
A lot of
problems.
sunburn. And that'll essentially eliminate the sunburn. And it's something that really, I think, has a lot of potential. It works a little bit on codling moth, the wormy apple. It does an excellent job on thrips and leafhoppers.
Oh, really? There'd be a lot of people interested in
Well,
that.
particularly leafhoppers. I don't know so much, but and I think it has some potential on some of our vegetable crops too. I know one thing. I'm going to transplant some strawberries this fall on black plastic. I'm going to coat both the plastic and the strawberries with this Surround, which will reflect the heat and keep them a lot cooler.
Okay.
So I think maybe even vegetable transplants in the spring, if you spray this material on it, it's organic registered material. So kaolin clay is used as a filler in a lot of foods and pills and stuff.
Right.
So it's
safe.
It's safe, right?
Okay. Does you said it works some with the codling moth, not a lot. Are you doing some other things?
Yes, we're using some pheromone disrupting products that puffers that just overwhelm the environment with the female attractant that attracts the males. In a backyard situation, it may not be feasible, but if a group of neighbors would get together and put out 2 or 3 of these puffers, then it might have some possibilities.
So it would require kind of a joint effort.
Yeah,
there.
you would need to get a neighborhood together, and you require 1 per acre, but you need a minimum of about 4 per orchard. So, I think if a neighborhood got together and put 2 or 3 of those out, they would probably help control their codling moth. Another product we're using that is very safe and more effective than Surround, and that's just summer oil.
Okay.
Just a nice light summer oil.
And the key word is summer oil.
Right, summer oil that doesn't burn the leaves.
Right.
And that'll work. But you have to apply it during the time when the females are laying their eggs. And that's determined by temperature. So we have models set up that we can tell the people when the flights start and when to start spraying. And but we have some control trees that haven't received any spray this year, only the pheromones, and they have less than 1% worms.
That's pretty good. So the puffer's really doing a good job.
The puffers are doing a good job. They're fairly expensive. They cost about $35 for the applicator, and then about $45 for the canisters that are full of the pheromone. It takes 2 of those per season, so you're looking at close to $100 per one. But of course, the applicators last for various seasons.
Well, as I look at these, they're doing well, but I wonder now, do they taste good?
Hey, well, let's try one of these Molly's Delicious here.
Let's see how that works. They're beautiful in color.
Yeah, these are ripe. The sugar's up about 14%, so I think they're ready to eat, and they haven't been sprayed with toxic chemicals, so just go ahead and safe to eat.
Well, thank you, Dr. Walser. We'll have a feast now.
Yeah.